Once I learned that even if I have 100 studios, I can only help just very few percentage of the population on Earth and America, right? So I was like, how else can I help better? And how else can I eliminate obesity more? It's by going and reach you guys, the amazing people who need help, because you have the biggest heart. You get up every single morning and grind it out. Guys, I am super excited because on today's episode it's more like an announcement, although a very useful announcement because it's all for you guys. So first of all, thank you so much for listening to all of our amazing episodes. I mean, I'm just can't even tell you that how appreciative I am, because each episode so far is having over 5,000 downloads. And when I looked at that and I realized that's been happening, I was like, wow, we must be putting out there some good content, or maybe it's because we have Lizzie all the time on our episode or something, and I don't know, but I was just like blown away that you guys are, truly listening, and I just, through iTunes and everything, I was just really blown away. So I just wanted to thank you guys. I mean, I really, really appreciate it, and it just really sounds like that you guys really find this useful, the content that we put out there. So we are continue doing that. And I also appreciate all your emails. I received so many gifts too in the mail, from alcohol to underwear to lots of gifts that you guys have been sending me. I'm really appreciative, and thank you so much for doing that. And thank you for being active on our social media as well. But today I wanted to give you something back. So what we're going to do, on top of that, we have the podcast, FitBiz podcast, we have the FitBiz journey, where you can go behind the scenes, what it's like to be, basically running fitness studios and starting out with absolutely nothing. As you remember, my story that I came to the US with like $150 in my pocket and not even speaking English about 8 years ago now, 9 years, I think. And, but, just the struggles that I had to go through, and then able to actually hustle. And now we about to have 8 studios. And then basically just all own and operated on our end. And basically how we have learned how to open up a studio. From when we first started, it took us like 9 months and tons of money, like hundreds of thousands of dollars, to open up one single studio. And that was tough, right? And I have met so many of you at conferences, GSDCON and lots of other places, Business Fitness Summit, and all these places, and you have told me that you're struggling and you're all stressed out because your construction been going on for many, many months, like 9 months, 6 months, and it was only supposed to be 3 months. So I learned that the hard way, and now we are opening up one single studio in under 3.5 weeks, on time and on budget. So that's something that we're going to share with you guys as well, but on how to do it, because I realize that can really put you out of business and really hurt you. And that's why my number one recommendation is also that your first studio can always pay for your second one, even if you never open it, or if it's sit there for 2 years empty. So that's number one rule. But then also we're gonna share that how, not only that we open up in under a month, but also how we make profits on month 1 of a new studio opening. So that is also something we're going to share. And the best way I figured that how it would be shared is, I just calculated it, how much it would cost you guys if you don't know these informations. And those are hundreds of thousands of dollars, if bottom line is that's the truth. And then, because I went through it. So we were thinking, and that's what I'm here to say today, that we are actually launching our mastermind groups for personal trainers and for gym owners. And why it's so cool is because we are not going to be just a regular mastermind group. That I don't really like mastermind groups unless it's really designed well, and there's only a few of them, and everybody seems like to start their mastermind groups, and that's what came to me. So guys, also make sure you do your research and don't just jump into some random mastermind group because they have an awesome video and they promote it, or they have lots of followers on social media. That's not how you should check somebody out. So there's so many gurus out there on social media, and then they just advertise to you, and you see their videos all the time because you're a gym owner, so they target well. And the problem is that everybody is a guru. but nobody really has studios. Some of these gurus, most of these gurus, more than half of them, when I did my research, never even owned a fitness studio, or if they did, they already closed it down. And the question is why, right? And that's the number one reason I wanted to create this group, from gym owners to gym owners, not franchise owners. Of course, if you're in a franchise, you're more than welcome to come because you still need to learn a lot, and we have lots of franchises already in our group. But what I'm trying to say is that we strictly started from absolute scratch, no investment, no loans, no whatchamacallit, franchise, no nothing. Just basically straight up the sweat equity, rise up, grind, advertise. You know, basically was our whole process. So now we have so many studios that we run and operate in Florida, New York, and eventually going to the West Coast, and you know, all these things. So we wanted to share with you how to do it, because you can too, if that's your goal actually. But the point is, there are so many crazy people out there. Sorry, I shouldn't call them crazy, but so many gurus out there that are called themselves, you know, the gym owners, whisperers, I guess I should say it. But they have these mastermind groups, and then they want you to join, and they maybe have one studio at most. That's what I found, that these mastermind groups have, that they own one studio, maybe two, maybe three, and that's it. But in our case, we have lots of studios and we operate them, so we wanted to give you all that insight how to do that, because I think everybody starts out as a personal trainer, then they realize that now they have a business, and they go into business ownership, which is a tough decision and a tough change. I understand. That's why I wrote the book FitBiz, Secrets of a Seven-Figure Gym. That's all about that punch in the gut when you realize that from a personal trainer, now you have to be a gym owner. So if you haven't read it, make sure you get that book, because that's crazy important for you. So anyways, it's also on Audible, so no excuses. You can listen to it while you're driving. And if you have Audible, then you can get it for free with a credit. But anyways, so getting back to this, like gym ownership, right? So that's when you realize when you're a gym owner now. So then you eventually become like a CEO when you have, like, let's say 20, 30, 40 employees. Well, when you have more and more studios, right? But mainly you act like the person, a leader. I should have said leader, not CEO. So you become a leader who is actually putting the most amazing team together, and then hire the right people, move out the right people, move them into the right seats, and then create the future of the company and create a vision for them, like down the road. And then make sure that you're looking at the realisticity, if that's the word, how you say it, of the ugly truth of the real bird, so you know where you need to go. Because now you also know there are hybrid studios, which means they actually have online classes and in physical classes as well. Those are very successful. It's kind of funny because 5 years ago, or actually 7 years ago, I called our gym a hybrid gym. Not because of online, it's because we have electric muscle stimulation, and we were the first one to ever utilize electric muscle stimulation with strength and conditioning in the world and then in the United States. So that is why, you know, I wanted to bring that up. But the bottom line is that it's really tough to go from actual let's say from becoming a personal trainer to become a leader, and then from leader to actually owner, because when you want to have more than just 5 studios or 10 studios, 20 studios, 50 studios, your role is keep changing and your employees' role are keep changing. And that is what we're going to teach you how to do that, so we can set you up for success if that is something that you want to do. And if you don't want to open up more studios, like we don't want to have more than 2 or 3 or 5 or 10, that's totally fine, you don't have to, but it's still the same law still applies, because you won't need to remove yourself from the business and the day-to-day and everything, so you can go on for whatever you want to do. Like in my case, I am more excited to talk to you guys about this and not running the actual business. I have amazing people to run our business while I'm here and able to talk to you. Because our goal is, my goal, and you might ask, why are you helping competition when you're planning to open up 100 studios? Yes, we're opening up 100 studios, but the point is, I'm not helping the competition, I'm helping you. Because if you guys know that my number one goal is to revolutionize the fitness industry and eliminate obesity. And the only way I can do that, I learned, when I first started, I got into the business with personal training because I actually wanted to help people, because I lost my grandparents to obesity, and I was so pissed that I could have helped them if I knew better. So I educated myself and I started training clients, and I start training them so they don't have to face what I faced or experience that, and they can be around for their daughter, their children. So, and then when I learned at best I could only help 100 people in a year, and then I was like, man, I need to level up and do something else. So then I opened up a studio and then eventually started hiring people. And then of course went through the transition, which took me like 2 to 3 years to become an actual business owner, or I should call it entrepreneur, which I didn't call myself. They started to call me an entrepreneur and eventually CEO. But anyways, the point what I'm trying to make, then I have learned that I need to open up studios. And then once I learned that even if I have 100 studios, I can only help just very few percentage of the population of on Earth and America, right? So I was like, how else can I help better? And how else can I eliminate obesity more? Is by going and reach you guys, the amazing people who need help, because you have the biggest heart. You get up every single morning and grind it out, work with your clients. And so many of you don't make money. And no offense or anything, but it's just the truth. I mean, I have seen numbers. I have seen and talked to so many people at fitness conferences when I ask how much you bring in and how much money you take home and how much money you have, barely anybody puts up their hand that they make over literally $100,000. And that's rough when you work in this industry, because this is one of the hardest industry. And this is why everybody says if you make it as a gym owner and personal trainers with your own studios for more than 5 years, then any what do you call it, business or sales jobs that you would have, you would be number one. Just because you went through everything, all the toughness, all the roughness, all the sleepless nights, sleeping in the studio, all those crazy things you have went through, and you do whatever it takes. So because of that, that's why I wanted to come out and help you guys and create this also, because this is how I know I can eliminate obesity, one part of it, of course. So now this is just the next step for me. So now focusing on you more rather than our own company, because my own company is actually growing rapidly even without me. And that's what I want you to have as well. So once you accomplish that, you can also either move on or do whatever you like or whatever you love doing the most. So in our mastermind group, we really want you to have what you want to have without the headaches, heartaches. And the other thing, we are going to have actual 26 people is our goal to have in our mastermind group, because I have learned from a few of them that it's better when you have more, so you don't just depend on me and our speakers that we're going to have and bring in. And we're going to have some amazing people, by the way, already lined up. We're also going to show you how to publish a best-selling book, because every single one of you, I want you to actually be a published author and become an author already. You will learn why and why it's so important. And it's not as tough, but you're going to write a book, yes, when you're in our group. And then we do everything for you, by the way, with you. So don't worry. I'm going to write another book too while you're in the group. So we'll do it together. And we wanted to do it a little different. So it's more of a community and more working together. So it's going to be for the whole year. So our mastermind group is going to be for the whole year, all 12 months. And we will meet 4 times. So each quarter we will meet one for a get-together for 2 full days of high and intense work. And after that, we GSD, because every single week we will be on the phone with you, and we're going to make sure that you actually get shit done. So everything that we have accomplished during the two-day retreat, which by the retreat will be amazing. It will be really over the top. I guarantee you that this will be the best retreat that you've ever been to. And it's not just going to be some random place we're going to, like a different country or whatever. This is going to be it. This is going to be the best. If you know me, we always 10x everything. If you've been to GSDCON, you have seen what Mike have accomplished for GSDCON. We plan to do the same for mastermind groups. So this is why I wanted to create this, because I've been to a few mastermind groups and I didn't really like them. There's a few really, really good ones, by the way, so I'm not done talking to any of them. I'm just talking in general, and in general, I have seen some really crappy ones, and I don't even know how you guys got dragged into them. So that is why I'm out here, and I'm even going to recommend you mastermind groups. If you don't qualify to become into ours, I'm going to recommend a few other mastermind groups that you might qualify to get into, by the way. But the point is, we'll have one for personal trainers. So if you're making right now 5 figures and want to make multiple 6 figures, that's for you. Or if you want to own your own gym eventually, or if you already own your gym, but you're still training in it, then it's definitely still for you as a personal trainer mastermind group. It will be cheaper, and you're gonna be able to reserve your spot for just $99, and then we'll set up the rest later. And then, because you're only going to take 26 people in this group as well. And then the second group is also 26 people for gym owners. In that group, if you are already making 6 figures, we want to show you how to make 7 figures. And then that's basically going to be the #1 goal in both separate groups. So I'm just super excited, guys, that you are actually able to be part of this, and I'm part of this as well, because I really, really want to revolutionize the industry. And when I said that, then I really meant that, not just for training-wise, not just for business-wise, but for also how gym owners communicate with each other, because I hate to see that all these gym owners out there are basically after each other's throat. So I just really want to have literally your competition in the same room because it's not your competition. You guys are on for the same mission, and you guys can work way better if you work together, and you can learn from each other. But this mastermind group is going to be the one that you don't want to miss out. And here's the best part. It's no matter what, is guaranteed results or money back. So whatever you spend at our mastermind group to be part of it, if you don't make it back while you're in the group, I will give you all your money back. And that's a guarantee, and that's what I want you to have, because that's what you should have. And this is the absolute best way. In our mastermind group, you're going to 10x basically your business, or you going to party and have fun and hang out and make new connections for absolutely free, because we didn't accomplish what you wanted to accomplish with us. So I just want to make sure that we are very upfront with you, and just know that you are in for the most amazing mastermind group that you have ever experienced. So guys, I know this was a different podcast episode, but I just wanted to come out there and share you why we are going to do this for you. I'm working on it all this weekend, and I cannot wait to have it, and I cannot wait to have you guys in our mastermind group. So if you're interested, you can already just comment below wherever you're watching this, or you can just reach out to me and say literally mastermind at the number 4 letter U hashtag, not hashtag, sorry, hyphen fitness.com. So mastermind at 4u-fitness.com. Again, mastermind at number 4 letter U dash fitness.com. And then you can just email, and then we can send you some info. But the website will be live soon as well. We already have actually 6 people who actually pre-qualified and also put in basically the deposit. And the deposit will be very small. So for the personal training group will be $99 that secure your spot. And by the way, that will be credited towards any payments. And then also for the gym owners, it will be basically $499, so $500. And then you can reserve your spot. And that's it, as simple as that. And then after that, we're gonna go get on the phone, we're gonna hash everything out, make sure that you're the right person for the group, because these 26 people that we put into the group needs to help each other out. So just like my company, I have hired the right people into each different position with their strengths and weaknesses, and that's how I move them around, right? I'm going to do the same thing with you guys for personal trainers and gym owners. In each group, I'm going to handpick each individual to make sure that we have strength on one side and weakness on the other side, so we help each other out and you don't just depend on me. So that already is going to be a huge difference in our mastermind group or just other mastermind groups. So I really hope, guys, that you're gonna actually come in and make sure that you're actually going to reserve your spot, because like I said, there will be only 26 for year 1. Year 2, we won't going to double, eventually triple our numbers. So make sure that you guys are ready for this, because I cannot wait to see you guys at our mastermind group. And again, thank you very much for watching this podcast episode. I tried to keep it short. If you have any questions, let me know. But please keep watching, please keep sharing. I love you guys so much, and I look forward to having you in our podcast episode. So thank you, guys.